is not a normal year. We've gone from 60 to negative 50 to no snow to 4 feet of snow to no snow again to another 4 feet to a 5 feet to who knows. You know, the weathermen call for 4 to 6 inches and you wake up to 18s. It's just one of those weird situations where I normally have to not worry about my driveway till this time of year. It's currently March 22nd, and mud season is upon us here in New England, and we'd have to park the cars further back, and I would complain about how I'm going to fix that problem in the driveway and then not do it, and then the next year complain about it again. But the driveway has been a mud pit since December. I mean, it really never has completely frozen. So, drain tiling the driveway is definitely going to be top priority as soon as we can get the ground to dry out and to thaw out. So, but just in time for this, like calling the winter over, I did end up buying a snowblower, or at least I've gone through the negotiations of buying a snowblower for a gentleman downstate. You've seen me plowing, and you've heard me mention a couple times, I really wish I had a blower. With the amount of snow that we get, it just makes things so much easier. I don't have a plow truck anymore, so I don't have an 8,000-pound vehicle to keep slamming the snowbanks back and stacking it up. And you really got to start planning where you're going to be putting your snowbanks in October, if you haven't even got snow then, because your driveway just starts getting narrower and narrower and then shorter and shorter, because you can't shoot it off into the woods. So this time of year is probably a bad time of year to be buying a snowblower. Generally, you don't want to buy it at the thick of the winter because you kind of back yourself into a corner in negotiations, and the prices are going to be a little bit high, especially in the economy that we're in right now, where everything is high. So, but I ended up finding this one. It's about 4 years old. It's a 54-inch blower. I found it on Marketplace, and I reached out to the guy, and it's everything that I need. And it's about half of what everybody else has got theirs listed for. And the guy's they're looking at moving down south. He sold the tractor already, and he just wants to get everything out. So I'm supposed to be going down there to get that this weekend. And yeah, so hopefully we can get that set up pretty quickly. I've got a grapple coming for it. I had ordered that probably about 2 months ago. The third function kit came in already. I'm going to start putting that together and getting it set up on the tractor. I do need to make some modifications to that. That kit from Summit Hydraulics is set up for the 120R loader, but it's set up for the ones that have the quick connect couplers on the floorboard of the 1 and 2R series. So on this one, I have the single point connection, so I'm just going to have to shorten those hoses. I'll take them down to Napa. They can just shorten them and put the new couplings back on there for me so that we can get that set up on the single point for this. So the grapple itself, I ordered everything all together, but obviously I got the kit a little bit quicker. The grapple is supposed to be here Friday. I'm just waiting for the freight company to let me know when they can drop that off and we can get that unloaded. So we got the forks out of the snow, dug them out. Things are melting kind of nicely. We can see the well point again. Probably down to maybe about 3 feet on the snowpack. So again, hopefully no more snow. I like snow, but this is just a weird year. You get that taste of warm and you just want to be done with it. So, all right, let's get started on some projects and see what we can do before we get hit snow again, or we get hit with snow again. So I'm sure it's coming. 5 hours, 40 minutes. That's what we picked up all the way up by Fort Kent, Maine. 6.5 hour, 7 hour drive. Not bad. All right, let's get it unloaded. In this box is an entire kit from John Deere that contains all the parts. But I only need one part in it. So this is the only part that I needed out of that entire kit. The 2025R came with the mounting brackets for, this is for the 3-point, the front quick attach. So my tractor already came with the mounting brackets, so I figured all I needed to do was buy the PTO shaft mounting bracket. And I found the parts guide, got the part number for this, figured I'd save myself some money. The entire kit is $355, so this is probably got to be maybe half that price. No, this part right here by itself is $932, but the entire kit with everything, so I'm gonna have a bunch of spare parts because I already have this and a bunch of the other bolts and the rods, because those came with the tractor, is $355. I don't get John Deere's pricing. It's a little strange. I guess they just want you to have a bunch of spare parts. I offered the dealership, I said, hey, do you guys want all this stuff? Because I'm not going to need it. And they said they have an entire warehouse of spare parts. So, alright, let's get this installed on the 2025R. Alright, so out of the entire kit that goes onto the tractor, this is all the stuff I don't need. I needed 4 bolts and then the cross bracket. I didn't need any of the hangers, the triangle parts, the shims, anything else, because that already came with these parts. I guess we'll call them hangers from the factory. So if you are in need of a hanger kit for a, this will fit the 1025R, the 2025R, and the 2020 or the 1026, I believe, right? No, so just the newer model 1025 and 2025Rs. If you need the hanger kit for the front 3-point with the quick attach, not the Euro style, let me know. I can sell you these parts. I might still need those, but all the other bolts and stuff like that, I don't need that. So if you have an interest in it, let me know. We'll see if we can work out a deal. Now, got this. The snowblower that I bought up in Maine came with a PTO shaft, but unfortunately it's just a little bit too short on the newer 2025Rs. It doesn't share the same length PTO. It's probably about 4 or 5 inches shorter than the 1025R shaft, so I ended up having to buy the front PTO kit. So we have to get the bearings installed into this plate right here, and then some of the wiring for the RIO sensor. bushings. Thingamabobber. There's that. And this goes in. Plugs it on the tractor side someplace. Alright. Let's go put the drive shaft through it and stick it on the front of the tractor. And we have to adjust the sensor on this. It says it's got to be in like an inch and an eighth, something like that, maybe 1/8 away from the drive shaft. I already took this is the mower deck hanger. I'm going to fasten this down so the top part of the blower holds on. Pop the hood. I'm going to pull the side panel off. There's an RIO connector that is down here by the axle, I believe, somewhere down on here. Get that wired up. And then we can test the quick hitch. Now would you look at that? Not bad.